And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27. Have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning second, chance to get off a couple more plays. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. There he goes! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
That's caught. It's Collier. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29. And 10. The give to the tailback.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the first down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making...
Looking for the end zone. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game.
Long stop, I just want an incompletion.
Over Oklahoma. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They punted away on fourth down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going for it all. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ward. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third. That is right where I want this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They just keep firing, using the quick game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a third and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. They bring him down at the 45-yard line in this deep on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Stuffed it deep in his own end. Got some room to run. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught
it. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quickly complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He's loose. Oh, what a caught. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Looking, just keeps moving. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go! Let's go! Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll